Hey guys, DPadGamer here. With your help, the channel has surpassed 50,000 subscribers, a milestone I wasn't sure I'd ever actually reach, so thank you so much. As the channel continues to grow, I want to continue to connect with you guys, and I want you to know me as a person and not just some faceless dude who makes videos. So over the last month or so, I've been accepting questions, and here I'll be answering them. After the video is done, feel free to ask any questions you might have in the comments below, and I'll answer those down there. Also, as I'm making this video, I'm still a bit sick, so if my voice sounds weird at any point, that's why. Alright, let's begin. Can this question be in your video? Yeah, sure. Can I request a vid? Yeah, of course. There are only so many games I could possibly cover, but I'm always open to requests. You did a Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask randomizer livestream, which I loved and donated to. Would you consider doing a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer livestream in the future? So first, thank you for watching and donating. It's very much appreciated. So I've actually already streamed Ocarina of Time randomizer once before. I'll link the playlist in the description of this video if you want to check it out. But I feel like that series of streams weren't all that great, and I plan on doing Ocarina of Time randomizer again in the future. If I do, it'll be streamed on my second channel, DPad Gameplay. Can you do hacking videos where you just mess around and corrupt the game? I've always wanted... Could you do hacking videos where you mess around and corrupt the game? I've always wanted to try my hand at some hacking videos, but I always get nervous and drop the idea immediately. Are you ever going to do other Pokemon game glitches? If yes, what games? Yes, I want to cover more Pokemon games, but as for what? Obviously, I'd like to cover the rest of the main series, but also some more like side games like Hey You Pikachu, Pokemon Snap, stuff like that. Not to say they will get covered, but just that I'd like to. Are you going to do Sonic Boom glitches? Yeah, actually, I meant to have it already happen, but I ran into some difficulties, so it had to be pushed back a week or two. Can you play Splatoon 2? I actually already have. I streamed Splatoon 2 over my second channel in the past, and I've made a video of Splatoon 2 Easter eggs, which you can find on the channel. If you've played a Paper Mario game, could you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? I've played Paper Mario 64, but I've never actually beaten it, so I can't really rate it properly. And as for that, I plan on it eventually. Can you make videos about mobile games or something like that? So if you mean mobile like on the phone, I've streamed Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, and I've made videos of Pokemon Go and Magikarp Jump. If you mean like handheld stuff, Game Boy, DS, stuff like that, I definitely want to cover more in the future, so yeah, it'll happen eventually. What gave you the idea to create your YouTube account around glitches? Okay, so this question is good because it allows me to clear up a misconception. I didn't make this channel for glitches, Easter eggs, or anything like that. Originally, it was just for Let's Plays. Yeah, so to explain that, let's do this in order. When did you start YouTube and why? So I made my very first channel sometime back in like 2007 or 2008. Keep in mind this was back when I was around like 12 or 13. I made, of all things, animated music videos, or AMVs. Why? It's because actually I just really enjoyed watching AMVs. I saw AMVs as one of the first things that like introduced me to video editing. And I was like, oh hey, that's really cool, I want to try that. So I made a YouTube account and I started making them. The channel since then has been deleted, but yeah. Why did you stop doing gameplay videos? So after I put my AMV days behind me, I had a couple other channels that I didn't do much with. I was big into watching the Vlogbrothers, and I tried doing vlogs myself, but I was, and I still am, pretty shy in front of the camera, so nothing came of it. Also, like at 14, I knew I was a boring person, like I still am, and no one wanted to watch my life, so why bother? Also, around 15 or 16, I started getting into watching Let's Plays, and I wanted to make some of them myself. So, in January of 2011, on a channel which I shall not name, I started my first Let's Play of Minecraft. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this was before Minecraft was really big. Minecraft was in beta 1.2, I believe, and at that point, it had only been around for 6 months. It wasn't yet overdone, so I played some Minecraft, among many other things. After about like a year of doing Let's Plays, I gained about a whole 340 subscribers, and I was ready to become a YouTube partner for some reason. I started DPadGamer, and I made Let's Plays until around 2013. At this point, I'd only reached about 1,000 subscribers, and I was just tired of doing Let's Plays. The videos weren't going anywhere, they weren't really good, even by my standards at that time. I just started doing it to do it, and when I was in my senior year of high school, I just sort of gave up. What series are you most proud of? So first, I am really proud of my Glitches with DPadGamer series. As to why I chose to search for them and post them on YouTube, I didn't actually mean to at first. So my very first glitch video was Super Mario Sunshine, and it was originally uploaded and titled as Super Mario Sunshine Tips and Tricks kind of thing. It was only with Sonic Adventure DX glitches, which was uploaded a whole 4 months later, that I realized the appeal of glitch videos. The appeal is the humor. Glitches often look very weird and they allow you to show off the game in a way that most casual players actually never see. And that means I can make jokes with the glitches and most viewers won't expect the punchline, which makes it funny. Also in these glitch videos, I get to do a lot of fun editing and I really enjoy that. So the reason I made glitch videos was because they're fun to make. How do you find these glitches and how do you get these games? I'm not yet sure what order these answers will be in, but I mentioned elsewhere in the Q&A that the majority of glitches featured in my videos have already been found. I just do my best to take what info I can find and expand on it. As for how I get these games, I either already own them, I buy them, I rent them, or I get them free from developers. Are you inspired by people like Psycho, Missing No Expert, or A+ Start? What creators are your inspiration? So of those three mentions, I've only ever actually watched Psycho, and that only lasted for like a day or so because I quickly realized that he never uploads, and to me, I really appreciate content creators that upload regularly, so that wasn't my thing. As for inspirations, I'd say Peanut Butter Gamer, Game Grumps, The Completionist, JonTron, and Total Biscuit are all creators I've looked up to at some point in time, or still do. How much hate comments did you get this year? So this is a fun one. I got a decent amount of hate comments and it all falls into a few categories. First is the "that's not a glitch" or "that's not an Easter egg." Something I've learned is that no matter what video I upload, there will always be an expert in the comments ready to tell me that I'm wrong. The rest of the hate comments basically take the form of "you're copying insert popular YouTuber here." I despise these comments for multiple reasons. First, they're obviously wrong. Second, the people who make these comments seem to believe that if one person does something, no one else can do it ever again, which is ridiculous. By that logic, YouTube should only have one Let's Player, one vlogger, one tech review channel, that sort of thing. When different people cover the same topic, you have to get new perspective on things. At least that's what I aim for. That's why I refuse to watch any glitch or Easter egg kind of YouTubers, you know? So, even subconsciously, I don't ever want to start mimicking other people who make the same kind of videos as me. Also, I try to bring this up whenever possible. If you consider yourself a fan of me, please do not ever harass someone else in my name. It's disgusting, and I hate it. If you ever find someone who is legitimately copying me, a single message to me, it's so much more useful than 1,000 obnoxious comments, so just keep that in mind. What was your goal on YouTube? So my goal early on was to be popular because I was pretty lonely as a kid. These days, I'm still pretty lonely and I don't really want to be popular, but I do want to grow my channel. I know that might not really make much sense, but yeah. What do you think is your worst video? My worst video is actually any video where I've been lazy making it. Those really hurt to watch. What was your favorite video you've made in 2017? My favorite video I've made in 2017 is also my best performing video, which is Glitches in Super Mario Galaxy 2. It had a great creative intro, the music selection was good, it had a lot of great glitches, and I'm really proud of the thumbnail, even though it's super stupid. Any plans for the future? Well, of course I have a lot of plans, but nothing super concrete at this moment. I know I'd like to make some DPadGamer merchandise, as I've had people express an interest in that. Also, I've thought of making a DPadGamer website to act as a companion piece to my YouTube videos, but that's just a thought at this point. Also for videos, I have a lot of games I'd like to cover, but I don't have any like huge projects in mind. Do you plan on branching out from Nintendo games on your main channel? Yes, I do. Also, I actually already have, they just haven't done very well. For 2018, I plan on doing a mix of Nintendo and non-Nintendo content, and hopefully both can live side by side on the channel. Did you ever think you'd get this big? And also, what is your feeling on your subscribers? So, no, I did not. Also, I feel like just how my subscribers don't really know me as a person, I can't possibly know them either. And it's okay. I personally don't enjoy the idea of fandoms. It's too easy to lose your own sense of self when you start considering yourself a fan of something. And as such, I like to think that all my subscribers are just a collection of people, of like-minded individuals that also enjoy Easter eggs and glitches. I hope that makes sense. When you reach 100,000 subscribers, I say when because I know you will, what will you do? Well, so first, thank you for the vote of confidence. Second, I'm not sure. I'll probably do another Q&A because I want to keep trying to connect with you guys out there, and a Q&A is a good way to allow you to learn more about me as like a person. Also, 100,000 is a huge milestone, so I'll probably do something extra, but at this point, I have no clue what. DPadGamer, I love your videos. Thank you. What do you have in mind for 50,000 subscribers? This Q&A. What does the fox say? It says 2013 called and they want their stale memes back. Do you like left Twix, right Twix? I prefer the rapper. Do you pee in the shower, and if not, why are you lying? No, and how dare you? Ernie gang, what? Is mayonnaise an instrument? It depends on how it's tuned? Will you be my friend on Google? Sure, why not? Have you ever heard of the animal called a ferret? Yes. Do I have to come up with a question now, or can I do it later? Now preferably, but for real, I'll be answering questions you have in the comments, so no worries. And will you continue glitch faults? I think you have me confused with someone else. What is your favorite food? I think it's a tie between either chicken yakisoba or Hawaiian pizza. Yeah, I said it, fight me, I like Hawaiian pizza. What is your favorite all-time Nintendo game? That's a really tough question, but luckily I can cheat here, because what is your favorite game of all time and why? My favorite game of all time, which also happens to be a Nintendo game at the time of its release, is Banjo-Kazooie. After all these years, I can still go back and I have a fun time playing it. The music is great, the platforming is great, the story is great, the character is great. I just really enjoy it. Who is your favorite Mario character? By the way, I love your videos, keep up the good work. Baby Bowser from Super Mario Sunshine. Also, thank you, I'll do my best. What is your favorite Mario game? So, I know there's many Mario games that I haven't played yet, but I'd probably say Odyssey, because I love the capture mechanic, it's really fun, really well done, and also the game's overall movement mechanics are the toppest of notches. What is your favorite level in Mario Sunshine? Probably Bianco Hills, because the water slide at the start is really fun. What is your favorite piece of music from a video game? Banjo-Kazooie's Spiral Mountain theme composed by Grant Kirkhope. I could, and actually have, played that on loop for hours. What is your favorite Nintendo game series? So overall, I think The Legend of Zelda. It has great music, story, gameplay, and replayability, and that can be said for just about any game in the series, which is pretty rare, and it's why it's my favorite. Favorite Zelda game? Majora's Mask. The time-based events and the 3-day cycle is really hated by some, but I think it actually makes the game pretty great. It adds to the game's overall tension that is really necessary to make all the little side stories, which are really well done, that much more intense and impactful, I guess. Also, the game as a whole is factually better than Ocarina of Time, and I will fight to the bitter end on that. What is your least favorite YouTuber and how much money in a week? So this is a real tough one. Probably myself and 6. 6 money in a week. What is your favorite glitch you've showcased on the channel? Definitely the infinitely falling Luigi from Super Mario Galaxy 1. By itself, the glitch isn't actually all that interesting, but I love the way it came together for the video. What is your favorite games of each console for 2017? Okay, so for Switch, probably Mario Odyssey. For PS4, Horizon Zero Dawn. For PC, I didn't play enough new games to pick ones, but I got a lot of enjoyment out of Rainbow Six Siege and Overwatch. And I don't own an Xbox One, but I played Cuphead on PC, and that's pretty good. What is your favorite video game console, and your favorite game on that console? So, I definitely have to go with the GameCube. It has a great collection of games, its controller is still one of the best designs out there, and my favorite game on it is Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. It contains Zelda 1, 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. If you play it these days, it's clear that those last two games are extremely laggy and horrible to play, but back in the day, I didn't care. It was great. What is your favorite poke? So if you mean Pokemon game, definitely Pokemon Emerald. I really like the starters, the art style is nice, and I've always enjoyed Brendan's character design. Also, if you didn't know, that's actually a white hat, not white hair. Fun fact. Also, if you mean favorite Pokemon, I'd have to say Chestnut. What was your top 3 favorite games of 2017, and a short reason why if you can? Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, and Horizon Zero Dawn. Odyssey is not actually an open world game, but it scratches that itch that only open world games can for me, so this year was great. What is your favorite Kirby game and why? Kirby's Air Ride, because I put so many hours into it when I was younger. What is your favorite movie? Interstellar. The visuals are stunning, the music is incredible, and I've probably rewatched it like 5 or so times since it came out, which for me is quite a lot. I usually don't rewatch movies. How do you come up with your username? I came up with DPadGamer near the end of 2011. I was finally going to have a partner channel, which means basically nothing these days, and I needed a new name. As such, I sat down and wrote out a list of criteria. I know it's silly just to make a name based off of a list, but this is what the list was. So 1, it had to be easy to understand. If a person can't spell it after hearing it once, that's no good. 2, it needs to be something I'm comfortable saying out loud, even to a stranger, which I think DPadGamer fits. 3, when shortened, it should be good, so for mine you can shorten it to either DPad, DPG, or I guess DG, which are all good. 4, at the time, I knew I wanted to be applicable to more than just one kind of content, so I went with DPadGamer, rather than like DPad Gaming, DPad Gameplay, Game Throughs, whatever. Also, to be honest, when you break it down, DPadGamer is As a username, pretty bland, but I think I've made it work well enough. This is a fantastic question because it also contains the answer, sort of. I go and read nice comments. I know that's silly, but it actually does help. Also, I tend to fall back and watch other content creators that I really enjoy, like Danny and Aaron from the Game Grumps, CGP Grey, Philip DeFranco, JonTron, I Hate Everything, and the dude who doesn't talk from Primitive Technology. I try to set aside whatever is bothering me when I start watching one of their videos, and when I'm done, that thing is still there, but I often feel much more capable of dealing with it. What is your worst fear in life? Drowning in spiders while giving a speech in public, all while falling off of a tall building. I think that's my worst fear possible. How was your day? Today specifically, it was pretty good, thanks for asking. How about you? Are you ever going to do a face reveal? I already have, on more than one occasion, though in a main channel Easter egg video or glitch video, I haven't actually done one yet. I might eventually, but no promises. Who would you want to most meet in real life? If this is a talk and hang out sort of thing, probably Danny and Aaron from the Game Grumps. They seem like really cool guys. How old are you? I turned 23 in October of 2017. What do you do for a living besides YouTube? Nothing, really. YouTube is what I do for a living. It pays my rent. When was the last time you went to Five Guys, the burger joint? I think it's been at least 6 months or so. From the small handful of times I've actually been to Five Guys burgers, I really did enjoy the food. Sorry. Do you ever wonder how people see you as more than just you? Great question, because yeah, definitely. There's only so much you can learn about a person through YouTube videos, streams, Twitter posts, etc. And as for what you guys think of me, I actually have no idea. How long have you known Ingenious Clown for? It seems I've known him since July of 2016. For those of you who don't know, Ingenious Clown is a fellow YouTuber who you should definitely check out. He's criminally underrated, and also fun fact, according to our first conversation via Twitter DM, he's the reason why I downloaded and started using Discord, so that's cool. What was your life like before you started on YouTube? I'll answer this as if you asked before you started doing YouTube for real in 2016. The answer is I was miserable, for reasons I'd rather not discuss. These days, I'm much less miserable, which is great. What was the greatest day of your life? I don't know, so I'll answer optimistically and say that it hasn't happened yet, so it could only get better from here. What do you/did you study in university and why? So I went to community college a few years ago and I got an associate's degree in electronics and robotics. It sounds fancy, but basically means I can apply to most entry-level jobs with the vague title of electronics technician. I went with that because while I was in high school senior year, I was supposed to make a possible degree research and that sounded like the coolest one available. Also, I really liked both things in the name. What would you do if you had to stop doing YouTube? To go along with that, if I had to stop doing YouTube or online video content entirely, I'd probably go back to school and work towards a job at Boston Dynamics. I'm pretty sure that when Skynet eventually happens in real life, it'll originate from Boston Dynamics, and I'd rather be on the robot's good side if possible. Will you quit YouTube if net neutrality goes down, and will you ever end the glitch or Easter egg series? Well, at the time of making this video, the FCC have already voted to repeal net neutrality. That fight isn't quite over, but I don't see it making me quit YouTube anytime soon. In general though, I'd like to say I'll keep making YouTube videos until I either can't or I don't want to. It sounds dumb, but that's basically as simple as that. If you could live and or go on a vacation anywhere in the world, where would it be? Well, I've always lived in the same general area, and I've never ventured all that far, so I guess anywhere else. If I could go literally anywhere, I'd go with Japan, Italy, Australia, Egypt, and Mars. Would you rather be a YouTuber with 10 million subscribers, or a businessman with $10 million? So, I've given this some solid thought, and I think I'd go with the $10 million because I could use a portion of that as an investment for a channel, grow a channel to have 10 million subs, and boom, I've won your question. Who do you want to be in the roster for a possible Smash 5? Well, I know it'll likely never happen, but Banjo-Kazooie. They have so many fantastic moves from their first two games, they'd be great in Smash. For a more realistic answer, probably a playable Nintendog, that's more likely to happen. Would you play a FNAF fan game if I were to make one? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't care too much for the Five Nights at Freddy's series, but if you made a fan game, I'd be happy to give it a go. What do you use to record? My program of choice is OBS Studio. What equipment do you use? For capture recording, I use an Elgato Game Capture HD. My microphone is an Audio-Technica AT2020 USB Plus, which was a fantastic birthday gift from one of my awesome viewers and stream moderators, Lord Randomosity. Thanks again, man. What is your setup? So my computer was mostly put together like 5 or so years ago with a couple improvements since then. I built it myself. It has an Intel i7 2700K CPU, 12 GB of RAM, GeForce GTX 970 graphics card, and what everybody cares about, I use Windows 7. I refuse to update to a newer version until Windows 7 becomes obsolete. Happy 50K. How do you make your videos? So first I pick a game, next I research whatever it is I'm looking to cover, glitches or Easter eggs. No matter what the game is, unless it's completely brand new, there is one constant. If it exists, someone has probably found it before me. There are only two stipulations here. First, I don't get any information from other content creators who make similar videos, and the other is I never take anything at face value. Next, I go and record all my footage myself, and when it comes to glitches, I always experiment while trying things out. That's what leads to the real fun stuff that you see in the videos. Once I have all that footage that I need, I write up a script with as many jokes as possible, and I record the audio using Audacity like I'm sort of doing right now. Then I take the footage and voiceover into Adobe Premiere where I edit the video. Before uploading, I make the thumbnail in Photoshop, and that's basically it. Is it hard doing the videos you do? It really depends. Some games are harder than others. Smash Bros, for example, is really easy to record because you just jump into matches with whatever fighter and stage setup you want, and you're good to go. Other games like Banjo-Kazooie, for example, are much harder because the game forces you to go through a bunch of hoops if you want to, say, attempt a glitch that is in the middle of the game. What do you think the Pokemon Switch will be like? It could be great, it could be awful, but I'm hopeful. How much fun did you have playing Sonic 06? Negative amounts. I feel like all other activities since then have actually been worse. Have you played any of the Dark Souls games? If not, do you plan on playing any? Actually, yeah, I have. I'm a huge fan of the series as a whole. I've beaten Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and Bloodborne all at least 3 times each. I'm looking forward to the eventual Dark Souls 1 remaster that was announced recently. I will probably get it on PC because on the Switch, I think the resolution frame rate aren't going to be that great. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Do you like Cave Story? I've noticed you use Bushland's theme in a lot of your videos. Is it the Bushland's theme? I thought it was the On to Grasstown theme, but either way. So this is where you guys hate me because I've never actually beaten Cave Story, let alone actually played it for more than a few minutes. I just really like the theme song.
From side to side, come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario, take one step, and then again, let's do